Namaste. Welcome. We were discussing about Maneesha Panchakam, and we have seen the Chandala was asking the sage, "Why are you telling me to move away? Move away. Because we are the same. And you have taught your disciples that every human being is the same. So why are you asking me to move away? Move away." And he continues, the Chandala continues. Kingangambuni Bimbida Ambaramadav Chandala Vidhi Paya Purevandaramasti Kanjanagadi Mrit Kumbhayor Vambare Pratyek Vastuni Nistaranga Sahajanandava Bodhambudav Viproyam Shabajoyam Mityabi Mahan Kim Mahan Koyam Viveda Brahma. So the Chandala is asking, when you place 1,000 pots in sunlight, the sun will be reflecting in each pot in the same way. And there is no difference between the sun reflecting in the waters of the holy river Ganga or Ganges and the sun reflecting in the stagnant, contaminated water on the streets of this Chandala or the lowest of the low classes. So the same, sun has no difference and sun never becomes impure, or the sun will never ask the water, I will not reflect in this water because this water is stagnant and contaminated. It is in the streets of this Chandala colony, so I won't reflect in this water. Sun never feels so because he is same and he is reflecting in every water that we see. Even in the holy waters and even in the contaminated waters or even the colored waters. So sun has no difference. The same applies to everybody because the Atman is the same and the Atman in me and the Atman in you are the same. It is just reflection or just the body, the physical appearance that's different. And maybe I'm not that much educated, maybe I'm low, maybe I am considered, I'm not allowed to walk in the streets where these Brahmins or the higher class people are walking. But what is the difference? Basically, what is the difference between me and you, O sage? Again, he is asking, Pureva Ambaram, the sky in a golden pot and in an earthen pot. The golden pot is very costly and earthen pot is very cheap. So this sky or the space that occupies in a golden pot and an earthen pot is the same, no difference. So the sky won't say or the space won't say, I won't occupy this in the earthen pot because it's cheap. Or I can't occupy the space in a golden pot because it's very costly. The space feels the same. So both the water or the sun, reflection of the sun and the space never bothers whether it occupies a pure space or a dirty or stagnant space. Similarly, when you are immersed in these waveless, still waters of this bliss, eternal bliss, that we experience when we see that everything is equal and everything is one. There's no difference between a Chandala and a Brahman, a Dvija. There is no difference between anything, even from the Brahma to the minute living beings or organisms, there's no difference. So why Viproyam Shabajoyam? The Chandala is supposed to eat the dogs. He is coming with 4 dogs. And Chandalas usually are said to eat dogs. They are considered very low. They are living a very low life. So, Shobhajoya means one who eats the dogs. Viproya means the Brahmins. What is the difference between Brahmins and the Chandalas? In the sense, whether it is the body or this physical body which will decay. We call this body Shariram because it decays. From the birth onwards, the cells in the body decays and new ones are formed. So the decaying continuously is occurring in the body, and after death it completely decays. We call this our body Deham because it's to be burned in the fire, the Hanam. So Deham and Shariram means something that is going to be burned and dissolved to the 5 elements, or something that is going to decay and disposed and dissolved as 5 elements. So why is this body you are referring to, or the Chaitanyam that is existing inside the body that works, that makes the body work, is you are referring to? What is the difference? What is difference does the gods or the Savita or the sun sees in a holy water and impure water? What the difference does this Akasham or this space sees in a costly vessel or an earthen vessel? When you have felt that eternal bliss or the waveless, motionless ocean of eternal bliss, what difference is there between a Chandala and a Dvijana or a Brahman? Please tell me, your sage, because you are asking me to move away and move away. Are you referring to my body or my Chaitanya? Or is it that you feel some difference between me and you, and me being a Chandala and you being a Brahman or a sage? Because the nature sees both of us as equal, everything as equal. There is nothing impure or nothing very pure to the nature. Even if you take bath 3 times a day, the body still, the inside of the body and outside of the body is still impure. We can clean it up a little, that's all. We cannot make it fully pure. So, there is difference. There is a lot of difference in our convictions. We think that we are higher due to our ranks, due to our positions, due to our births, due to the color of our skin, and so and so and so. But in fact, there is no difference. The difference is in what we do, what we give to the world, and what we make sense from the world, what we experience from the world. So Maneesha means my opinions or my experiences or my truth. So Shankara, the sage Shankara, sees the truth. He was shocked. He couldn't see what was the right thing. He considered him as somewhat superior to everybody because of his birth as a Brahman and the wisdom he has acquired, because he is considered as a guru by his disciples. So he considered himself at a very higher position than others. So naturally, Lord Shiva wanted to teach him that this is not the case. It is said that the Lord Shiva came in the form of Chandala. Actually, in Maneesha Panchakam test, the question asked by Chandala is not given. Only the Shankara's verse of Maneesha Panchakam, only 5 stanzas are given. This stanza I told you until now is the context of writing Maneesha Panchakam. We are yet to start Maneesha Panchakam. Because the Chandala asked Shankara, the sage, these questions, Shankara recited this Maneesha Panchakam or wrote this Maneesha Panchakam. So, this is the reason why Maneesha Panchakam originated, the question of the Chandala. So, it's a story that Shiva took the form of Chandala and the 4 dogs were 4 Vedas. Maybe it is the truth, maybe it is not the truth. But the Chandala or the avidya inside Shankara, avidya that the body is me, this body is me, the I'm a Brahmin, inside Shankara made him ask Chandala to move away. So his vidya, his wisdom, for a moment he couldn't use it, and avidya mastered him. Avidya overpowered him, and he asked Chandala to move away. So the avidya inside him should be cleansed, and he should be made completely pure. That is why this thing. That is why it is said that this Chandala came in front of this Shankara, the Sage Sankara, Sri Jagadguru Adi Shankara. So we will start the Maneesha Panchakam, what Shankara replied from the next discussion onwards. Namaste.